Let's get into some things of the things, child. We got some stuff to talk about today, honey. We got some stuff to talk about. Hit that like button if you are new here. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We have a great time over here. You meant what you said when you said it. Really be back, because I'll be understanding y'all sometimes. And when y'all know when I say y'all, you know I ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about y'all. Makes me that all these people that got something to say have been actively involved in the political process in their world. I don't believe it. You ain't gonna convince me. I know y'all love me. Can y'all hear me now? Let me know if y'all can hear me now. Okay. I don't know, something earlier when I was live earlier, it disconnected my camera, but I unplugged my camera and plugged it back up. I guess I need to unplug my microphone and plug my microphone back up. Okay, but that looked like it was my camera that I unplugged. But I thought it was the microphone that I unplugged. Child, I don't know. I'll figure it out later. Child, I ain't gonna hold up. I ain't gonna hold up the show trying to figure it out. Let me see. Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me now? Or did the sound go out again? Y'all can still hear me? Okay. I don't know what's going on, child. I just did the same thing. I connected it to my my other microphone. I connected it to my Yeti. Am I in my Yeti? Is the microphone on? Does it sound louder when I lean into the microphone? Sound good, camera good. All right. Well, thank y'all so much. I don't know. We were having some technical difficulties, child. We were live earlier. It was doing the same thing. So I don't know what's going on with this thing. Okay, it's loud. Ooh, loud. Okay, so let me lean back a little bit there. Let me lean back. Okay. So y'all, look, I just came out here to check in with y'all. It's not a lot going on. It's really not a lot going on. Okay, thank you, y'all. Y'all texting me and said that y'all couldn't hear me. We got it straight now, I think. Oh Lord. Oh no. Oh boy. Child, it's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. Okay, hold on. All right. Anyway, let's go. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So I don't really have any church announcements other than vote, 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 and vote, 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 and vote some more, and vote some more, and vote some more for me, and vote, 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 and vote, vote, vote. If you have not voted yet today, please get over there and vote. I haven't even voted yet today, so I need to go over there and vote for my damn self. You can vote up to 3 times a day per email. And of course, if you have more emails, you know, let's run these numbers up, okay? And again, you guys, it's the Starlight Awards is in Houston, Texas, June. I think it's the first weekend in June. It is the first weekend in June, I believe. Don, correct me if I'm wrong. But you can also buy tickets. It's a regular award show, just like anything. It's not a private event. It's not like, it's not like an event where you have to be nominated to be there. So if you go to the website Starlight Awards, the Don will probably put that in the chat too. The starlightawards.com or what have you. You guys can buy a ticket if you are in the Texas area. Come on through. I mean, listen, we're gonna all be there. We're gonna have a good time. June the 5th through the 7th. Thank you. Again, most of the people who are nominated are going to be there. I can't speak for everybody. I can speak for the people that I talk to on a regular basis. So y'all know me, Scotty, Don's gonna be there, El Teddy, Ebby, JoJo, Sakina, Busy Blue. We don't know about T. You guys know right now. Y'all know I can't speak for T, but we're gonna try. We're trying to get T there. A lot of the Chasing Reality people, if you guys watch the Chasing shows, a lot of the Chasing Reality people, a lot of the producers from some of the other web reality shows are gonna be there as well. So look, I don't know who all is coming. I know that was a question that I was asked is, are you coming? Can't speak for who's not going to be there, but I can tell you who is. So it's going to be a good time. So again, if you live in hell, if you want to fly in for the weekend, we're going to be there. We're going to be there cutting up, honey. We're going to be there cutting up. So anyway, that's make it happen. Make it happen. Now listen, y'all. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me pull it up. I'm going to share my screen. I looked up, I want to say it was late last week. Maybe late last week. Oh, excuse me, y'all. I'm yawning like I really did something and I have not done nothing. Y'all. Damn, it's early June. Mama's 85th birthday is June the 3rd. I'll be in a little while. Oh, well, we know what's important. What up, Cruiser Bruiser? Did I say hi to the people? I did not say hi to y'all. Y'all come on in. I'm sorry. Charge it to my head and not my heart. Hold on. Let me do a quick shout out. Let me do a quick one. I'm gonna have to come through quick, y'all, because there's 100 of y'all in here. All right, I gotta come through quick. But let me say hi to the people. If I've already spoken to you, I ain't gonna say that. Hold on. Dang it. I can't even get to the top of the chat. Child, I can't even get to the top of the chat. Well, I'm gonna start here. If I don't call your name, charge it to the fact that I can't scroll up. Okay, it's not letting me scroll up any further. This stupid. I need to get a mouse for this MacBook because this thing be acting real funky sometimes. Well, Montrez, Kawale, DB, Yana, Cindy, Don, Stephanie, DB, Donna, Chuck, Mia, Diamond Pearl Gem, Ikea, Nubian Mahogany, another round. Hey, boo. Is that Litab 6937? If I said that wrong, my apologies. Ravine, what's up, boo? Southern Belle, Just Sweet. Hey, Papo. China, I Rise Person, Des Hop, Rachel Young. Hey, Rachel. Hey, really be looking at your shirt. Got me thinking about your TikTok. You telling your kids you with the helmet. Child, the sad thing about that video is that it was true. Like, we weren't putting on a skit. Like, he really was serious. And I was like, well, I'm going to just keep going with this. And it was funny because a couple of his classmates were laughing because they knew. And he was just like, child. Keeping up with Malik. Hey, CC. Xavier. I really hate that they done changed these handles because I can't read some of this stuff. Carmen McLeland. Child, I'm sorry, y'all. Brandon. One Who Cares. What up, Tracy? Both Tracys. Half Pin. Jay Walsh. Harold, Emily B, Gabby, what's going on? Okay, I think I'm at the bottom. Listen, y'all, if I messed up your name, I apologize. And if I didn't call your name, I apologize. Baby, I hate these handles. I don't know why YouTube went to them. They said they're trying to get more like Instagram. I don't like why do people always have to try to be like somebody else? Like you had your own thing, YouTube. It was unique. People had their names. They could change their names if they wanted to. I don't like these handles. I don't like them. Anyway, doesn't matter. YouTube ain't listening to me. Dina the Explorer. Hey Shantia. Hey y'all. So damn, it was something when I was reading through the comments, it was something I was going to address. Shoot. Somebody said something. And I was going to say something about it. I love when you have snow days. Child, I wish it was more content to talk about. Child, we trying to drag T out the house. It was something somebody said. Damn, I can't find it now. Yeah, it'll come to me. The t-shirt. Was it the t-shirt? Yeah. Yeah. So for those of y'all that haven't seen that TikTok on, I think I put it on my regular channel. I'm not sure, but it's on TikTok where I'm talking to my students about human, and I told them it's a different world from where he comes from. And that baby, the baby still didn't get the joke. But anyway, thank you for reminding me. I think that was it. I don't like that we can't see how long you've been live. Yeah, a lot of people talk about that. Yeah, it's just crazy. I don't know. Sometimes when people improve stuff, they're actually not really improving it for the people who use it. I'm sure that something on the back end, I'm sure it's something on their end that is making their life easier, but it's not making our life easier. But anyway, so I do want to share this. So let me share my screen because I want to share something with you guys. I know I haven't been, I'm about to jump back on my grind. I haven't really been pushing it lately, but we about to get back into it. Hold on, let me share my screen. Baby, I don't know if y'all have been paying attention to Black Girl Vitamins. I don't know if y'all have been paying attention to Black Girl Vitamins, but baby, Black Girl Vitamins, they have added some great new products lately. Hold on, let me take this down. They have added some great new products lately. I don't know if y'all have been paying attention, but maybe like last week they added the drops. They have chlorophyll drops now, and they have the D3, the vitamin D and the K2 drops. I don't know about you guys, but I know my doctor has been prescribing vitamin D pills for me. And I was like, damn, as much as I'm outside, I ain't getting enough vitamin D. Well, if you're not getting enough, they have the drops now. And I told you guys I was going to start doing chlorophyll. It's funny because I was like, did y'all hear me say I was getting ready to start doing ordering some? Because I was going to order some chlorophyll this weekend, but now I'm just going to order me some of these drops. So I have not tried them. I'll be honest, I have not tried them, but I am going to order some this weekend. I'm going to order both. I'm going to order the chlorophyll drops and the D3 K2 drops. And this is something new. This is a new product. Also, I've told you guys in the past, they have the collagen pills and they have the collagen powder. They have the Chill for those of us that are perimenopausal or in menopause, which I told you I enjoy myself. I have used them. I am going to order this PCOS relief. I have not tried it before, but I'm definitely going to try it out. But I've tried pretty much everything. I like the probiotics. I like the magnesium. I like the CMOS. I like the CMOS gummy. I'm not crazy about the CMOS capsule, but I do like the CMOS gummy. And now if you want just regular D3, they do have just the regular D3 gummies. That's not with the K2 and with the drops. Some might say, what's the difference? I'm going to be honest, you would have to Google it. I don't want to sit here and give y'all any sort of medical advice one way or the other, but you have to kind of Google it and figure out what's best for you. But and they also now have fiber. Again, for a lot of us that are on the GLP-1s, the fiber is a big thing. So If you have not tried Black Girl Vitamins and you want to try Black Girl Vitamins, or if you already use Black Girl Vitamins, but you've never used my discount code, the discount code is pinned at the top of the chart of the chat. And if you have used my discount code, baby, just order it from another email address. We all of us got about 2 or 3 email addresses in our repertoire, child. Just order it from the other, just use the other email address, okay? And use my discount code at the top of that chart and get you. Listen, we're trying to get ourselves right. We were trying to start the new year off right. Okay. So that's a quick, easy way to start your new year off right. Get you some vitamins, get your vitamins together. Okay, that is not what I wanted to do. Why I can't get that is not what I wanted either. Anyway, why doesn't it this thing be getting on my nerves sometimes? Is that what I want? I guess that's what I want. Anyway, all right. I'm trying to de-Google. I'm getting an AOL account. Oh Lord, not an AOL account. Okay. I don't do gummies, but I like their pears. I do their pills. I do the sea moss and the cortisol. Right. And some people prefer the pills. I prefer the gummies. But some people prefer the pills. And again, they have the collagen in the powder. So if you want to just add it to your smoothies or add it to your, your drinks or whatever, they have the powder collagen. So it's plenty of products, you guys. And I know like Cajun was ordering the collagen for himself. So you ain't even got to be a Black girl, depending on what it is that you need. So check it out. I just thought I would bring that to you guys. I haven't really been talking a lot about the Black Girl Vitamins for a while. Probably since around Thanksgiving when we were doing the Thanksgiving baskets and all that kind of stuff. But we are back on it. And like I said, I'm about to re-up this weekend. But I said, I saw that chlorophyll. And I was like, wait a minute. And I thought I would share with y'all because I was like, I don't know if they know. You can add the powder collagen to your cocktails. What? See, look at that. Another round. I like it. Good. I need that link. It's pinned at the top of the chart. I swear the top of the charts. It's at the top of the chat, but I'll put it in here again. Let me see. Is that it right there? That's it right there. But it's at the top of the chat. It's pinned at the top of the chat. But there it is right there. Not but Cajun is a Black girl. You know what? But yeah. So use my my link. You get a discount. And again, you can use the discount for the first. You can use it one time per email. But again, if you've already used my discount code, baby, just find you another email. Just find you another email address. Okay. All right. Moving right along. All right. With that being said, y'all, let's get into it. Look, I hate to be the ones to be like, I told you so. I told you so. I told you so. Y'all don't never want to listen to me because when it be y'all favorites, y'all don't hear nothing. If it's one of y'all favorites, y'all don't want to hear nothing. But I told y'all almost 2 years ago about this whole Kenya situation as it relates to Kenya and Bravo and these lawsuits. And I told y'all, I started off by telling y'all that there was a situation that had happened. If Don is still here, he know. I started off by telling y'all there was a situation that had happened. And we talked about the situation. We know it. We done talked it to death now with her and Britt Edie. And I told y'all that Kenya was fired. I told y'all Kenya was not coming back for that season. Y'all wanted to argue with me. Y'all wanted to play semantics with me. She ain't fired. Okay. She said she wasn't fired. She said she's still getting paid. Okay. Y'all can play semantics with me all y'all want. But what did we find out? Kenya ass didn't come back for the rest of that season. And then when Kenya did her little tell-all interview, Kenya told y'all herself that, she said she got fired. And that they did not allow her to come to the reunion, yada, 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 right? So then I told y'all that Kenya was not going to come back to Bravo until whatever legal issue she had going on would be resolved. Now, we know that Britt Edie filed this lawsuit, then she didn't file the lawsuit, and it was a lot of mess with Britt Edie and the lawsuit situation. However, Kenya said out of her own mouth last week that she was not Not the bar is closed. Tracy said we got beer and cut water. Are you on strike? Girl, you on strike? What you? Why the bar closed, Tracy? What's wrong? Tracy said the bar is closed, honey. She said the bartender is tired. She said we got cut water and beer. You are not going to lessen my establishment with no cut water and beer. What are we doing? Cut water and beer. I'm not okay with this. Wait a minute. Hold on. Kenya said out of her own mouth last week that she was not invited to participate in the ultimate girls trip, road trip situation that they're currently filming right now. And she said not only was she not invited, but she said because she still has legal stuff between her and Britt Edie that need to be resolved. Now I told y'all that Kenya wasn't. Now listen, I ain't never gonna say never because I told y'all that Nene was never coming back. I ain't never using never again because you never know how these things will turn once legal things are resolved. So I'm not going to say she's never coming back. I'm not going to say, it's never going to I'm not going to do that. But what I am going to say is until this legal situation has been resolved, she ain't coming back. Because this ultimate girls trip situation would have been a perfect time to have her make a cameo. It seemed like they got every damn body else. Did Britt sue Kenya? I don't know if Britt sued Kenya personally, but there is it does seem to be some legal situation between Britt and Bravo. I don't know at this point because from my understanding, there is still a legal situation. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Not Tracy said rest y'all liver for the cruise. But what about the rest of the people? Yeah, I never say never. And again, especially after the oh, she and her feelings. Tracy, open up that damn bar. She talking about something. I was told my single is a triple. I might be a liability behind this bar. Girl, open up that bar. Y'all got on Tracy. See, that happened when we was at members only. They was talking about Tracy and her drinks and her shots and stuff. I mean, I was one of the y'all. I mean, I was too. But not in a good way, girl. I mean, but not in a bad way. I should say not in a good way, not in a bad way, girl. Hold on a second, y'all. Drop something on the floor. Where'd it go? Oh, there it go. Oh, Jesus. Speaking of drinks, hold on a second, y'all. I'm trying to drink my water for the day, honey. Well, I actually had a little bit of water earlier. I'm trying to drink my water for the day. I need to get me a new cup. I think I'm gonna have to order me like a Stanley cup. I had at one point in time I had so many cups. I didn't have to order nothing. But I need me a cup now. So I think I might have to order me a nice Stanley cup because that cup that I had for my 50th birthday, that big cup that I had that had my name and stuff on it, I can't use that cup anymore because the top got mold in it and I can't get it out. I've tried everything. I've tried bleach. I've tried everything. I can't get up, but it's mold. I can see it. So I ain't gonna keep drunk. I can't keep drinking out of the cup if the top has mold in it. And then it done got in like a little air pocket. And so I'm not gonna keep drinking out of that. And I don't trust myself to drink with that much liquid and I can't put a top on it. Did I boil it? No, I ain't try to boil it. So boil it. I tried to soak it. So boil it in what? Like some hot water? I'll try that because I really like that cup. Yeah, I really like that cup. And it holds like, with ice, it holds like two. It's big enough to hold like two of these in there. And then I add a little bit of sparkling water. Did you try hot water and vinegar? I tried hot water, but I didn't add no vinegar to it. All right, so wait a minute. So can I put hot water and vinegar and boil it? Cajun, I'm gonna take your mod stick from over here so I can time you out. Try baking soda with some hydrogen. What's up, cuz? Hydrogen peroxide. Okay. Soak it in vinegar and pour hot water on it. Do not inhale. Ooh, okay. Use vinegar and baking soda. Okay. Salt. Okay. Try salt. Okay. Well, I'm gonna try everything because I really like that cup. I don't want to get rid of that cup, so I'll try what y'all saying. I know I have vinegar here. I'm pretty certain I have baking soda somewhere. I mean, baking powder somewhere else. Baking soda. All right, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it tomorrow. You just got a replacement top from Amazon. I probably can just. I don't know the size. Well, I could probably try to play around with the size. Okay. I'm gonna try everything y'all telling me because I really, really like that cup. Anyway, plastic might change the shape in the water if it's too hot. Oh. I'm gonna try to find me another top though, because I really do like that cup. Anyway, moving right along. Lord, Cajun and DB, the two of y'all are a mess. Just use the vinegar and baking soda. Trust me, I'm a retired nurse. Okay. Vinegar and baking soda. I know I have vinegar. I think I have baking soda. If not, I'll get me some this weekend. Okay. That's what I'm saying, y'all. I can't get to it. Because if I could get to it, I don't know. I can't describe it, but it's under the little lip. You know how you could pull the lip back? It's up under there. And I can see it. And I know it hadn't been there. Like, it's just like that's been new. And I was like, so I tried everything. But anyway, I'll try some of what y'all are saying. I mean, if I already have the ingredients here, worst thing that can happen is that it don't work. And if it don't work, it don't work. But I will try to also see if I can just find a replacement top. I got to figure out the dimensions, the top, you know, how big the top is. So I can try to give me another top. Anyway. Your things get there tomorrow and you're really excited. What things, DB? What you order that you're excited about? But anyway, so that's all I have to say about that. I know exactly what you're talking about, really be. It's trapped, but you can see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't know how to get up in there. All right. So. Oh, the Black Girl Vitamin Cola. Oh, yes. Yes. I had some powder in there. I said I was going to make some, I said I was going to make some, smoothies while I was home, and I ain't made smoothie the first. I said I was going to make some, but baby, I ain't made nothing. I think I'm going to try new drops they release. Yeah, me too, Cajun. I'm ordering those this weekend. I'm going to order the drops. So anyway, with that being said, Supa Cent, y'all know Supa Cent. Supa Cent, she owns the crayon case. She's a, social influencer. She got really big on Vine, and then she sort of parlayed it into Instagram, TikTok, and what have you. And she started the crayon case. Her husband. Now I don't know if you guys have been following. Her and her husband went on couples retreat, and they had some issues on couples retreat. They've had a physical situation where Supa Cent did come down and talk about the physical stuff between the two of them. But then they got back together and they quietly got married last year in a very private ceremony. A couple of months back, Supa Cent came down here complaining about her son and how disrespectful her son is. And I started to talk about it, but I'll be honest with you guys. I didn't. Because as fast as I was going to come down here and talk about it, next thing I know, her and her son are doing TikToks again. So my thing is, you're not that concerned about him being disrespectful because now you back online doing TikToks with him. Child, whatever. I knew I couldn't have a conversation with her when she was like, I heard him cussing and the cussing didn't bother me because kids cuss. But you were talking about him being disrespectful. You don't think the cussing is disrespectful? See, I know it always sounds like I'm complaining, but that's the stuff that I deal with at work. When we try to tell the kids to stop cursing or we try to say something to them about their language, they don't feel like there's anything wrong because they're allowed to talk like that at home. They're allowed to curse at home. They're allowed to talk like that at home. So they don't feel like they're saying anything wrong. And when we say something to them, then we're fighting. So when you say he's disrespectful, he's this, he's that, and when you say you overheard him being disrespectful, when you heard him cussing, because she played the audio of what he was saying. And of course, every word out of his mouth was cussing. And she was like, well, I wasn't worried about the cussing part because kids are going to cuss. I was worried about the disrespectful part. I don't know. I've ordered some stuff from the crayon case. I like it. And I like it's cute because it's all in that school theme. Like it's like notebooks and pens and pencils. And I like it. It's really cute. I've ordered a few things. I haven't ordered stuff from there in a while, but I have ordered a few things. Right, DB. She didn't think the cussing was disrespectful. So that's when I was kind of like, girl, you really don't want no help with your child. You're cool with being your child's friend. Because in my mind, and I told you guys, me and my best friend, and she listens to my podcast, she gonna hear this. Now she about a year behind, but she gonna hear this in about a year. But we've had that conversation. She doesn't have a problem with it. She doesn't think that cursing is disrespectful. I do, and like I was telling her, she said, well, my kids know not to cuss at anybody. And I'm like, I get it that your kids don't curse at teachers. That's great. But to me, as a teacher in a school, it is disrespectful for me to walk down the hall and I got to hear shit, fuck, damn, bitch, motherfucker, fuck you. Like, that's disrespectful to me because I can't use that language at my job. So why is it okay for you? See, take out of the equation kids and adults. Take out of the equation. Just think about the fact that kids are on their job. I can't walk in my job like that. And if my boss says to me, please don't use that language, my response can't be, fuck you. You see what I'm saying? So, and I understand some people be like, well, I mean, words are just words. I mean, who decided that they were curse words? Society did. Society decided that just like society decided that the word bus meant bus. The word red mean red. Like the same people that it's like, okay, so some words were decided that they're inappropriate in certain settings. That's just what it is. But with that being said, her husband was arrested. And at first I was like, I mean, who cares? Her husband was arrested. So what? Until I saw the charges. So her husband, of course, by the name, his name is, what's the boy name? Robert. Lord, I can't find his name now. Child don't matter. I can't see his name on here. It don't matter. But it says that he was picked up on a failure to honor a written promise to appear. So it sounds like he was out on bond. That's what a written promise means, that you're out on bond, right? So it sounds like he was out on bond. And the bond amount, it says here $350. So these charges, I guess, I mean, $350 doesn't seem like a lot of money. I don't know. But maybe the bond amount, you know what, that's 10%. So I guess his bond was really $3,500, right? If $350 is 10%. Okay. But what made me interested was the charges. So this man his original charges were domestic abuse, battery, and child endangerment. And then domestic abuse, battery, strangulation. So now I have questions. Are these charges stemming from when the two of them got into the physical altercation? I don't know if you guys remember, they got into a physical altercation on the side of the road or something, and he put her out the car, and she went live talking about her face and how swollen her face was and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know if that's what the charge was, stemming from that argument, and maybe because obviously they're married now, she had no intention of pursuing the case. They just felt like it was just going to go away, I guess. I don't know. And then the child endangerment part, was there a child present when this altercation took place? That could be what the child endangerment is. Is that one of her children or one of his children were there and witnessed the incident? Because a lot of times these charges sound really, really bad. And then you be like, oh, that just means that it doesn't mean that he put his hands on a child. It could just mean that the child endangerment was that the child was there witnessing the assault. Or could the domestic assault be towards the child? It could be. It could. Listen, I don't know. And when I looked at TMZ and everything, TMZ didn't have a lot more information. So I don't know. But it could be. I just think that those charges are serious. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's much more than like a misdemeanor, but it does seem like these charges, in my opinion, are a little serious. Anytime you put a child in there and you have DV, child, I don't know. You hope Supa has a prenup. I hope she does too, but I ain't holding my breath on that either, honey. This ain't the first time he done went upside her head. Oh, she said she admitted that. She admitted that they fight. But see, a lot of times women feel like it's okay because it's mutual combat, but it's not. You know what I mean? I mean, I could definitely understand how somebody could say, well, we was getting it in together, but it's sick. Like, why do they still choose to be together? I don't know. I don't know. Kids were present when they fought on the side of the road. It might have, again, I honestly, I was like, I'm not going back and going through all those old videos, but I don't remember. I don't remember if that child was with them or not. But I do know that the disrespect she was talking about was towards her husband. So the son, seems like the son doesn't like the husband, or the son doesn't get along with the husband. And that's where it seems like the disrespect is coming in. Well, remember they caught her last boyfriend talking to underage girls. Remember that? The father of her daughter, they caught him talking to underage girls, child. Lou. I remember that because she used to be like, because she got that deep New Orleans accent. She would say, Lou, Lou, Lou. I know why he's with her. I don't know why she's with him. Well. Yeah, Lewis. And she would say with that deep New Orleans accent, child. But like I said, 2 days after she was on there complaining about her son being disrespectful, they was doing TikToks together, child. So look. Right. What car, Lewis? What car seat, Lewis? Yeah, I remember that. Anyway, child. Let me see what else I had before we get into. I told y'all we didn't have a lot to talk about today, child. Let me see what else we got going on here. Oh, Jesus. Serena Williams is teasing a comeback. Let me say this. I support a Serena Williams comeback only for one thing. Because I believe that she only needs to win one more Grand Slam to beat to beat the record. Am I correct? My tennis gurus, I believe she only needs one more Grand Slam to beat the record. Let me know if I'm right. Y'all in the chat, let me know if I'm right. So I support her chasing the record, especially since it's only one more. Especially since it's only one more. I support that. She's tied, right? So she needs one more. I support that because I know that it's like right there. And if she thinks she can do it, the one thing I will say is I will respect the fact that she's given herself time to heal, given her body time to heal. She had a second baby and she has given her body and everybody and everything time to heal. I'm sure it's something she has thought about. I'm sure it's something she has talked about with her husband, with her team. I know she still gets out there every day and, you know, plays tennis, and she does like probably a light workout or whatever with tennis. And if she thinks that she can come back and she got one more in her, I support it because I know it's got to be like, it's just like with Tiger Woods. I mean, I'm not a big Tiger Woods fan, but it was the same thing with Tiger Woods with him just chasing, like he was so close. You know what I mean? It was like he was so close. So I understood doing it. Yeah, she was on the Today Show this morning and she wouldn't give a definitive no. And then she finally just said, look, I can't talk about this, which tells me that whatever this, you know, either she can't talk about it because she hasn't, there's, you know, maybe certain paperwork she has to fill out or certain things she has to do, or she's just not ready to make an announcement, you know. But, you know, people always, listen, they always ready. They knew that she had, what was it that she had done? She had put her, name back in for the regular drug testing. So yeah. And a shower cap so your scalp damage doesn't get. Oh, y'all having a conversation in the chat. So I support it. I mean, not that she needs my support, child, but I support it. Like if she was coming back just to be coming back, I'd be like, girl, go sit down, enjoy your retirement, do your things. But I just think she's chasing that one more. And I understand. I understand. Rest in peace to Beauty to the Streets, Shirley Raines. She was a community activist. She worked down on Skid Row with homeless people. I'm sorry, the unhoused. I don't. Why is homeless a bad word now? Why is see, this is what I'm talking about with this politically correct shit. Why do we have to go from homeless to unhoused? I'm not being funny. Why is that? Why does that matter? It's like, so that's what I was saying yesterday about this America's Next Top Model thing. We've become so conscious and so, I don't want to use the word woke, but we've become so politically correct and conscious about stuff. Like, why is homeless a bad word? But okay, I'm sorry. The unhoused child. But she was found unresponsive. They said she was age 58. Her family wanted to do a wellness check on her. Family sent the police to do a wellness check on her, and they found her body. So I'm sorry to hear it. I just hope that it wasn't somebody that she was helping that did this to her. There was a story I saw on TikTok with a woman who did a TikTok of her husband who had been unalived by a kid that they actually took in and were helping, you know, were taking care of and mentoring. And then that child unalived her husband. So They didn't say she was unalived. I'm just saying I hope that's because all I saw was that she was found unresponsive. So I hope it wasn't something like that. That's all I'm saying, y'all. They didn't say nothing about it. They didn't say nothing about it. I'm just saying I hope that's not what it was. Oh no, J Love said a few months ago she was drugged. Oh wow. The word homeless makes people feel less than per Google. But words mean things. If you don't have a home, you are homeless. I don't understand. Remove the stigma attached to the word homeless. So all we're going to do is in 3 years from now, the word unhoused is going to have the same stigma because it means the same thing. You see what I'm saying? It's not, you don't take the stigma away just by changing a word. It means the same fucking thing. So now 3 years from now, they're going to find another word because homeless means unhoused. And I'm sorry that there's a stigma there, but it is what it is. What we gonna call people that don't have no house, that don't have nowhere to live? Like, what word are we gonna come up with that's not gonna make people? And I don't mean no harm, but if I was unhoused or homeless, that's the least of my worries. What you calling me? That's what I'm talking about. Now, there's some words that I understand why we don't use anymore because there are different ways of saying it because it's not a catch-all. Like the word retarded. I understand why we don't use that word anymore because one, retarded was being used for so many things that it didn't mean. So there's different ways of saying learning disability, delayed, whatever. I get certain things, but well, the only reason why I say unalived on YouTube is because there's certain words that might trigger YouTube demonetizing my channel. And if you use that, if you use the M word too many times, that's a trigger. Just like saying somebody took their life versus the S word. There's certain words on YouTube, but in my regular life, I use the M word because that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I know the informed. Thanks, boo. But it is what it is, child. It is what it is. But anyway, I just want to send condolences to her. Whatever it was, she was doing some really great things in the community. She was doing some really great things with the unhoused population. And it's a big loss. There are people, okay, hold on. There are people living in a shelter working that are considered homeless. Those individuals do not like being in the same sentence as people on the street. Just saying. Well, I understand that, y'all. But that's the same thing like at school. Students are considered homeless if they do not have a permanent address. And the reality is there are certain services that are available to students who are considered homeless that are not available to students who have a permanent residence. Homeless just means you do not have a permanent residence. That's it. That's all. If you're living in a shelter, you do not have a permanent residence because you can't live there forever. But I understand what you're saying. And I even understand why people who are in a shelter might feel like they ain't the same as somebody on the street. But guess what? You are. Because shelters are not unlimited. You can't stay there forever. You know what I'm saying? But I understand what you're saying, though, y'all. But again, like I said, I didn't understand that the definition for homeless was anybody until I started working in schools when we had students that if that wasn't their permanent address, they were considered homeless. I don't know. Well, part of Kern's interview with Bravo with Andy has leaked, and she actually addressed. Hold on a second. She actually addressed the video, and she said that she didn't see that video. She said she didn't want to see the video. Her attorneys kept telling her to see the video. They told her that video was bad, that her arrest video was bad, and she said that she just could not face it. She said she couldn't watch it because she just could not face it. Because she was in the throes of her addiction and she just could not address it. Now let me say this. This is where I think celebrities sometimes are. This is where I think celebrities are sometimes don't get the. Because she had good attorneys. I know who her attorneys were. She had great attorneys. But in my opinion, her attorney should have sat her ass down in that room with a lock and locked that damn door and made her look at that damn video. Like, I don't feel like she should have had the option to be like, I don't want to watch it. I can't face that. I can't see myself like that. Because I feel like if she weren't a celebrity, they wouldn't give her that option. Because that video was so damning. Now, she also said that that's not true, that she was offered a plea deal for just house arrest. She said that didn't happen. She said that wasn't true. But we're going to do a full review Sunday after the interview, child. After the sit down, we're going to talk about it, honey. We're going to talk about it Sunday after the sit down. I don't believe her. I feel like that would be ineffective counsel if they didn't make her watch that video before deciding to go to court. Yeah, listen. I think it's crazy that they didn't. If it is true, I think it's crazy that they didn't make her watch that damn video because that video was bad. But she also said, that she was in the throes of her addiction, and I don't know. Now, I do feel like had she seen them, had she seen that video right, maybe she wouldn't have handled things the way she handled the child. Because, baby, that video was bad. And if she had seen that video, it seemed to me like she would have went somewhere and shut up and sat the hell down. But I mean, maybe I just looked at too many long order episodes. Maybe I just feel like her attorney needed to sit her ass down and be like, "You gonna watch this damn video, even if you only watch the first." Like all she had to watch was the first 5 minutes. She didn't even have to make it to the concubine part. All she had to watch was that first 5 minutes, but her ass was standing in front of that tree, getting nasty with that police officer. When Ray showed up and Ray tried to help her out, and she got nasty with Ray, and then she got nasty with that police officer. She ain't need to look at no more than that. Hell, we all knew after that. Oh, damn, Karen. That's before we even got to the car ride. She should have seen her wig pushed back and the way she was talking to them police officers. You know, she was going to jail. Oh, no, she was going to jail. And that's what she said. She said once she said her therapist was the one that finally made her watch it. And she said once she watched it, she was like, oh, yeah, I get it. Because she said she watched it after she was convicted, but before she was sentenced. Because, they played it in court. So she saw it in court. Thank you, Nitwin, for renewing your membership. Yeah, all she needed to look at was the first 5 minutes and she would have known. Like, girl, you don't need to go no further than this. Now, last but not least, let me say something to y'all. This happened long before I started doing YouTube. This started. I will never forget the night that this started. I used to do the radio show. That's when I was still doing the radio show. And I'll never forget when the Bill Cosby joke blew up about Bill Cosby. And I don't know, sometimes stuff will be floating around and then somebody will pick it up and it'll turn into something. But I remember, who was that comedian that told the Bill Cosby jokes and it kind of just blew up? Was it Bell? His last name is Bell. First name starts with a K, I think. Kamal. Y'all know who I'm talking about. But we were doing a radio show, and we got into a whole debate about Bill Cosby and Hannibal. You're right. It was Hannibal. It was Hannibal Burgess. Yeah. Bell was the one that did the documentary. He was the one that narrated the documentary on Bill Cosby that we talked about. Hannibal Burgess. Now, why Hannibal Burgess doing a joke about Bill Cosby was the catalyst for a lot of this, I don't know. Because again, the rumors about Bill Cosby have been around for years. And what has always pissed me off about the Bill Cosby thing is people, because we like Bill Cosby, well, actually we like Cliff Huxtable, but because we love Cliff Huxtable, a lot of people didn't understand what was really happening with his court case. And now all of a sudden, oh, it's because he was trying to buy NBC. Oh, it's a conspiracy by the white man. Oh, these women are lying. They was just trying to get on. And then they started doing all the things that people do when they don't want to believe that the man could do what the man has been accused of doing. So let me say this one more time for the people in the back. Bill Cosby admitted under oath that he drugged women. He admitted that he drugged women. Now, the problem was he admitted it, but he was told it was a civil case during the deposition for a civil case. And what he was told was nothing he said will be used for criminal purposes. So he admitted it in a civil deposition. And then later on, a DA came along. Yes, he did. And then later on, a DA came along and decided to use the deposition to charge him criminally. And that is ultimately why he got out of jail, why his conviction was overturned, because they were never supposed to use that statement in a criminal case. He admitted to doing it. So when people were like, oh, this is just a conspiracy. Oh, this is just the white man trying to he was trying to buy NBC. I'm like, y'all just don't be following shit and just be making shit up in y'all head. Right, he had immunity. So today, I'm just going to bring this to y'all. Once again, today, let me go to TMZ, child, because it was in TMZ. You know it was on TMZ. Oh, they finally got Gervonta Davis. Okay. Hey, Pat. I got a package. Oh, I didn't even know there was nothing out there. Oh, that's my name. See, look at you. Child, I'm trying to find it, y'all. Give me a second. If not, I have the screenshot. I was just trying to find it on TMZ. All right. It's not a child. I guess I got to scroll too far down. They done found Gervonta Davis, child. So, okay. They got him. All right. I'll look it up. Thank you, Tracy. I had that. I was just trying to find the full article. Because I want to read the full article because people will be like, no. Let me just read this article. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you. Okay, here it is right here. Bill Cosby admitted under oath that he refilled a recreational prescription for Quaaludes he got from a gynecologist at a poker game 7 times with the intention of giving the pills to women in hopes of having sex with them. And he says he never downed a single pill himself. Let me read that one more time for the people in the back. Bill Cosby admitted under oath that he refilled a recreational prescription for Quaaludes that he got from a gynecologist at a poker game 7 times with the intention of giving the pills to women in hopes of having sex with them. And he says he never downed a single pill himself. The bombshell admission is part of a deposition that Cosby gave in a lawsuit filed by one of his accusers, and parts of his testimony were included in new legal documents that were obtained by TMZ. Cosby said in the deposition, which is sealed, he was prescribed the Quaaludes by a OBGYN, Dr. Leroy Amar, at a poker game. The doc said that Dr. Amar is a disgraced gynecologist who was Cosby's friend, and the poker game where Cosby got the Quaaludes prescription was hosted at his Los Angeles house prior to 1972. This doctor's license was revoked in 1979. The victim, who was first reported, claims that Cosby drugged and assaulted her in 1972 when she was working as a server at the famous Trident restaurant. In her lawsuit, she claims that Cosby gave her a pill that she believed to be aspirin. And after she took the pill, she started falling in and out of consciousness and woke up the next day in her house wearing only her panties. So that's why it pisses me off, because and when I say we, I'm just talking about people in general, not me, you, or the next person. We get so fixated on the people that we fuck with that we can't accept or wrap our brain around the fact that they're not the people we think we are. People were in love with Heathcliff Huxtable. People did not know Bill Cosby. And when people were like, oh, he was just trying to buy NBC and they were just trying to bring a black man down. No, the black man was trying to bring himself down. Because then y'all notice they try to do the same thing with Diddy. Oh, well, he was trying to buy BET. So that's just gonna be y'all argument every time this happens, that, oh, he was trying to buy something, they was just trying to buy something, and the white man didn't want them to have it. But that's what he admitted under oath, that he did it. And again, what pissed me off even more was when some of these victims made themselves public, and now people want to start talking about, oh, she wasn't cute enough. Cute enough for who? Bill Cosby? Y'all act like Bill Cosby was some Robert Redford or something, or he was breaking hearts. Bill Cosby? But let's be clear. If y'all go back and watch that documentary, and we reviewed that documentary on my channel, I believe it came on Hulu a few years ago, and we reviewed it. But women started complaining about Bill Cosby as early as the 1960s. And then people were like, well, we know they true because those are white women and he was a black man, and he would have, and you know, they'd have got him. Well, clearly not. Clearly not. Clearly not. I know, Vinny Vin, that's what they were saying, but that's not true. Again, if people had actually read the articles and read why he was being charged, they would have known, no, this man said in his own words that he did it. And if he did it in the 1970s, why is it so hard to believe that in the 1960s and in the 1980s, he wasn't doing it? Why is that crazy? But go back and watch that documentary, because again, I think the first case happened. I think the first accuser was like in the 1960s. It was a white woman. In the 1960s, I believe, was the first woman, I believe. Y'all, we have got, and again, when I say we, I'm talking about we society-wise. We have got to stop putting people in a bubble and acting like just because somebody has money or because somebody is a celebrity that they won't do the basic shit. Understand that sexual assault is not about desire, it's about power. It's about people exerting control. Like, it pisses me off when people be like, "Oh, she ain't cute enough." What you mean she not cute enough? So only pretty women get assaulted? Is that what we're saying? Like, what? So anyway, I just thought I would bring that up, you guys. He's currently trying to get that woman's case thrown out. But there it is. All right. With that being said, we about to get out of here. 8 o'clock. Chasing Atlanta debuts at 8 o'clock for those of us that watch the web reality shows, the chasings of the world. So that's gonna happen. I didn't finish watching I was watching part 3 of the Salt Lake City reunion and I got bored. So y'all have to go back and finish it. So I'm gonna try to finish it tonight so I can get y'all review tomorrow. But I just think I'm over it. I'm over the Meredith I'm over Meredith. I'm over what happened on the plane. I'm just over it. And the first like 20 minutes was Meredith arguing again. And I just don't care no more. I honestly just don't care anymore. I did get to Lisa and her husband, and Lisa just don't get it. So I'm gonna have to go back and watch it, y'all. So y'all will get y'all Salt Lake City review, but I just got bored and turned it off. So I'm gonna have to go back to it. Am I gonna do a packing live for the first time cruise people? I don't know. I ain't even, you're not on pack until, child, I probably ain't gonna pack until next Wednesday. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna pack until Wednesday. I'll pull my suitcase out probably after my niece leaves, because she's gonna be in that back room. You know, I put my suitcase in that back room. So she's gonna be here this weekend. So probably when she leaves, I'll pull my suitcase out and I'll start putting stuff in my suitcase. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I probably won't finish packing until Wednesday, child. And I'll put my suitcase in the car when I leave for work. Because I was trying to decide if I was going to park at the garage, like park at the airport, or just Uber. I think it'll be cheaper for me to Uber since my car will be there. So I may when I get home from work. But the other problem is I probably need to go straight from work. So I don't know. I'll figure it out this week. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.